Kinda got a weird setup going on today. Okay. Hi guys, it's Chloe. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. It's a Saturday night. I'm doing nothing. You know, I just thought, what could I do on this beautiful Saturday night that would be fun and entertaining for me? Obviously, I was watching YouTube. In Emma Chamberlain's video, she kind of did a tier list of rating her phases. So I was like, you know what? That could be fun to make a whole video about that. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do today. Long story short, I'm about to make a tier list. You've probably seen them on like Cody Co or Emma Chamberlain's videos. I'm going to be ranking all of my phases that I've had throughout life. It's not good. I feel like even as a small kid, I was always trying to reinvent myself. I'm always looking different. I'm always dyeing my hair. I'm always cutting my hair. Different stuff like that. Why not just dive into it, you know? Okay, how do I do this? Okay, actually I have to go import all of the pictures I have, so I'll be right back. After like 20 to 30 minutes, I finally have it all figured out and all of my files are there and I've finished making my template. So let's just get into it, shall we? As you can see, we have many eras of Chloe Rand. Some of them are kind of also cropped weird, which is fun. Let's go over all of my categories. So I have she's valid. Go off, like that was a flex, you know? And then we have means like questionable move, but like I don't know if I hated it. Bro is like, bro, what were you thinking? And then WTF is what the frick, because this is a family channel. Let's just get into it. I think we should like maybe go in order of how old I was. I guess we could start here. I played soccer from the ages 4 to 9, and then at 9 is whenever I switched to volleyball. But I loved playing soccer. If you're wondering, I was a forward for a long time and then I ended up playing defense towards the end. I'm gonna put it in go off because I remember I was actually pretty good at soccer, but like now I really don't like soccer that much. It's not my favorite thing ever and I'm not good with my feet. Next one is gonna be, it's this one. This was actually my first selfie ever. I loved her. Like younger me was the best me ever. She was so funny. I'm gonna put it in she's valid, honestly. Like look at that. You cannot tell me she's not valid. Wow. I love her. Next, I want to do this one. I'll put the full picture so you can see. But this is a picture of me and Goofy at Disney World. And we're gonna call this my Disney World phase, which is still going on. The fit is just immaculate. We got the High School Musical brown shirt with the brown corduroy pants. And then I think I'm wearing Skechers. I'm not sure. I love this picture. This is beautiful to me. I think this is the most beautiful picture from my childhood ever. Oh God, I don't want to say that she's valid all the time. She's pretty valid. I feel like the older we get, more will be going towards the bottom. I want to do this one. This is me making breakfast for my family at the age of 9. I was 9 in this picture and I was using the stove making breakfast. And most of you would say, wow, that's really good, Chloe. Why is my stomach sitting on the counter? It's really cute. Honestly, you can tell by my hair, everything about her. I didn't love her. I'm gonna put this in bro because I'm confused. I don't get her. I don't know if I like her. My stomach, like it's just sitting on the counter. Let's go. We're gonna call this my bob phase. In 3rd grade, I decided to cut my hair because if you don't know, I skipped a grade. And so I did 3 weeks of 2nd grade, then I moved up to 3rd grade. So whenever I moved up, I was like, oh, might as well chop all my hair off. Also, I feel like every girl at some point in their youth gets a bob, and mine just happened to be 3rd grade. I really don't love this. I actually despise most of the pictures with the bob. I'm putting it in WTF because I don't claim her. It wasn't my best moment. I need to bring this one up. This is me playing basketball. I probably played basketball like 5th through 7th grade. I love playing basketball. An empty net with no one around me, I love basketball. People blocking me out for the rebounds and stuff like that, I hate that. I hate contact sports, if you can't tell. That's why I play volleyball now. I did play volleyball. I was actually decent, you know, because everyone else was like 5'2" and I was abnormally like 5'8" in the 5th grade, you know. So I was pretty good because I was taller than everyone else and like people were down to my hip. So I was was like dunking on people. I've actually never dunked in my life, so I'm gonna put it in I'm really happy that I did play basketball because I feel like it was some skills I could use to this day. If someone asked me to watch a basketball game and I'm like, oh, look at their point guard. Like, I know things about basketball now that I played it. And I still love to watch basketball and like play 2K and stuff. I'm gonna put in just because I don't hate her, but like look at that form also. Okay, next one. I'm gonna insert the full picture. This is a phase I had where I would always have an injury. And this day, I decided that I sprained my wrist and dislocated my elbow. Were either of those diagnosed or a doctor told me either of those? No. I literally just grabbed those out of my pantry. I don't know why they were in the pantry either, but I grabbed those out of my pantry and I put them on and I said, yeah, I sprained my wrist and I dislocated my elbow. If my elbow popped, I was like, it's out of socket, babe. Like, I wasn't injured. And I would always have an injury, like either the knee brace. We all know that girl that wears a knee brace for attention. I'm gonna put her in bro because I'm like, why did you do that? I don't like that. I'm gonna move on to this one. This was the start of like my modeling phase. I don't even know how else to put this. This is when I kind of started like not smiling in every single picture I took. This was about 7th grade. I would be like serious, kind of dramatic. I thought I was modeling. I just really thought I was doing something here. I wasn't. I'm gonna put this one in because I feel like this is still an accurate me. Some of y'all will look at my Instagram and be like, wait, that looks like it could have been taken yesterday. Yeah, but like the curls were too tight. The outfit was wrong, and then like the face and like the makeup, it's all wrong. It's all wrong. So this picture was also like around the same time, and we're gonna call this my acne phase. I talk about my acne a lot because I like to be really open about that stuff. This is kind of one of the pictures I have when my acne was worse. I realized that I don't have a ton of pictures where my acne is showing. I think I'm gonna put it in WTF because one, I don't even like the face. I'm like, why am I making that face? I look like I look like Rango. Yup, I look like Rango in that. I just wasn't even taking care of myself, and I knew that. It was probably just like my lowest point all around. This is what we're calling my braces phase. This is just a random picture I picked for me having braces, but it was bad. Like, look at the choker. Look at the outfit. I thought I was doing something. My braces never really looked that bad, but like, you just look 10 times worse with braces. I'm sorry to say it. There's some people that are actually very attractive with braces. That wasn't me. I'm gonna put this in bro. I was doing my best to be trendy, to be hip, to be in, and the braces were just a part of life. Like, I wouldn't have the smile I have now without the braces. We're calling this my dark brown hair phase. I didn't absolutely hate her. Like, I think if I didn't have braces and I wasn't so pale, it would have looked better. Just like everything around this time was not good. If you haven't watched my acne video, go watch that. I was going through Accutane and I just had like really weird problems with my skin, and then I was just like so pale because I couldn't go outside with my Accutane either. I'm gonna put it in because I honestly didn't absolutely hate it. A lot of people did though. This one I'm gonna call musical Chloe. I did musicals probably throughout like 4th or 5th grade up until my senior year of high school. This was actually my 8th grade musical. If you can't tell, we did Shrek and I was Fiona. Somebody won't. I'm gonna put this in. You know what? I'm putting her in go off because I want to tell you this. The reason I did musicals is because of my sisters. One of my sisters was a musical theater major, and then one of my sisters was a musical theater major until she like just switched. But they both always did musicals, and I just wanted to have a bond with my sisters because me and my brother already had a bond. It was sports. And then I was like, I'm gonna do musicals because my sisters do musicals. I'm proud of myself. Like, I like performing and doing all that, but it wasn't my strong suit whatsoever. So I'm gonna put it in go off because I had the balls to do that. You gotta give yourself some points sometimes. Okay, this kind of goes along with that one. This was my Deb phase. This was the wig I was given to wear during the freshman year musical, and I named the wig Deb. There's actually a story that goes along with this. Basically, my sister had been practicing in this wig. My sister was the lead in the musical, and she had been practicing with this wig that she loved, and then like the day of, a wig lady came and switched her wig to a wig she didn't like as much, and then the wig lady was being being really rude to my sister, and my sister's 4'11", so innocent. She is indeed older than me, but she would not stand up for herself. And I'm not one to like stand up for myself either, but if someone's bashing on my sister, of course I'm gonna stand up for my sister because I always have. I went up to this wig lady and I yelled at her and I got her fired because she was being really disrespectful to my sister. So I got her fired and proceeded to wear this wig. But this was my Deb phase. I'm putting her in WTF. Deb was definitely a soccer mom who had a Costco membership and brought oranges and Capri Suns to practices. That wig was just rude. This is where it kind of starts getting better. This is the day I got my braces off, and then also I was finishing my Accutane around the same time, and I had so much confidence. My hair was like a decent color, like there weren't any like streaks in it or anything. It was just like a good time for me. I'm gonna put her in go off because that was just like a really strong time in my life, but I wouldn't say she's valid. She's not like fully developed. She went off, but that didn't last forever. This is show choir Chloe. If you're not aware, I was show choir dance captain in high school, and then I was also choir president. So basically I was a nerd. Show choir was my ish, honestly. Something that I really love to do is dancing. I don't know why, but like learning TikTok dances is like honestly one of my favorite things to do because I love dancing. I love show choir. I'm gonna put it in go off. I don't think that she's valid. It was good, it wasn't great. Okay, I'm wearing a wedding dress in this photo actually because I was a part of a charity ball my junior year. Basically it was a charity ball where I raised money for boys and girls clubs in my city. You just like have a ton of fundraiser stuff, and then you have the ball where all the candidates are wearing wedding dresses. I have to put her in she's valid. I just remember being really happy during this time. Giving back in this way made me feel really good, so I'm gonna say she's valid because she was honestly doing her part for her community. Let's do volleyball Chloe. Volleyball became my whole personality trait, and that was really hard to face whenever I came to college, and that's no longer what I did. I still love volleyball, and it's definitely something I still wanna do, maybe like a club team or something whenever that's available. I'm gonna put her in she's valid because volleyball was my life from ages 9 to currently. You know, whenever you just like have your trademark and that's you, that's what volleyball was to me. Next is this. Now this is a picture that my mom took whenever I invited her to go to lunch with me. You heard that correct. I would invite my mom to have lunch with me because I had no friends in high school, my senior year. And also there were 3 lunches, so it was very slim that my couple of friends, I guess, would have the same lunch as me. But senior year I struggled a lot in the friend category, so I would text my mom and be like, hey, can you come have lunch with me? Because also my mom's my best friend. I know y'all are all losing your minds right now, but my mom is my best friend. I'm gonna put that in go off. Not a lot of people that age would be like, they would think they're too cool to have lunch with their mom when you're not. But like, why would you say you're too cool to have lunch with your mom? Like, she freaking carried you for so many months just for you to be like, nah, I'm too cool to eat food with you, mom. Shut up. Shut up. We're gonna do senior pics, Chloe. I love her. I'm putting her in she's valid. I love my senior pictures. Shout out Melody. They turned out so good and like kind of different than other people's, which I love. And they're not super edited. I love my senior pictures. Next is gonna be her.
Ladies and gentlemen, her.
This was actually right before the pandemic, the panorama, the Panera Bread we're in. I had actually lost weight in this, but I was in Disneyland right before it closed. I don't know if it was just me, but I'm pretty sure we were all living our best lives right before the pandemic hit. Am I wrong? I feel like we were all doing so well that the universe was just like, no, we're gonna take that back actually. Like, we need to, let's humble you a little bit, okay? But I'm putting her in go off because she was honestly doing great. She was living a healthy lifestyle, focusing on herself. She was doing great. Next is gonna be quarantine. A month into quarantine, whenever the hair salons were still open, I dyed my hair back to my natural color. The first time I dyed my hair brown, they dyed it extra brown so that it would wash out to be a lighter brown. But this time she went light brown, so then it kept on washing out to be like a little bit more dirty blonde, I guess. I liked her and no one else did. Because one, it's so hard to maintain blonde hair. Name all the different colors you see in my hair right now. That's been stressing me out recently, and I need to go back in and pay a lot of cash to get it done. Whenever it was brown, it was cheaper, it was less maintenance, it was so much fun, and my hair was not dying. I'm putting it in She's Valid. Honestly, she was a moment and I loved her even if no one else did. It was like a different side of me. Oh my gosh, I liked her. Shoot me. This was my first day of college and my mommy asked me to send her a first day of school picture. So this is what I sent her. I'm putting her in She's Valid. First semester Chloe did a lot of growth. I actually like dyed my hair and I looked better after this. My hair was longer. I don't know. I was just having a great time first semester, thriving, living my best life. I still am. She was just doing great and she was getting good grades, getting all of her work done and balancing her social life. She was valid for sure. Lastly, we have current me. I'm gonna put her in Go Off. The look I kind of have going, like the hairstyle I have is kind of different for me and I feel like it doesn't 100% match my personality, even though like my personality is still my personality no matter what my hair looks like. But I just think that the long hair suits me better. I like her and I've been focusing on myself a lot recently too, which is good. The hair isn't like 100% my favorite, but yeah, that's my board. That's my tier list and I think I'm sticking to it. I feel like I'm always changing and always doing something different. So this was fun to take a trip down memory lane and do that. Definitely gave me something to do on my Saturday night here at the state school on a Saturday night. And this is what we're doing. Anyways, I love you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next video. Okay, goodbye. I'm going to bed because it's 10 p.m. on a Saturday at a state school. All right, goodbye.